Hi, I'm Colton DeBiase, and joining me right now is Congressman Mike Doyle from the 18th Congressional District in the state of Pennsylvania. Congressman Doyle, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to be with us.
Now, in this fast-paced, short attention span world, one kindergarten class at Beechwood Elementary School is taking a different approach on teaching their students how to be kind to one another by showing old episodes from everyone's favorite neighbor who we all inspire and love.
Okay, well, it is interesting that you do bring that up, Lou, because actually, according to the American Journal of Medicine, in 2009, the medical costs were the reason for 62% of bankruptcies in the United States, and also people who have pre-existing conditions, need to rely now on the Affordable Care Act because they were never able to get insurance before. So what would you say to people who rely on the Affordable Care Act for their health care, who maybe cannot afford it, and especially the people who have pre-existing conditions?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Colton DeBiase, and welcome back to another edition of the Pioneer Spotlight, the interview show where we give you an inside look at Point Park Athletics. And today I am with the head of Point Park Athletics. He is the athletic director here at Point Park University, Mr. John Asherlew. John, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
And that is going to do it for this edition of Watch History Happen 2020, day number 4. I'm Colton DeBiase, reporting from the Center for Media Innovation in downtown Pittsburgh. And for all of us here at UView Television, good night. And also, we will be having another update show starting on Monday at 6 p.m. We thank you for joining us, and we hope you have a good night.
I'm Colton DeBiase as we are gearing you up for the 2021 season at Jennerstown Speedway, and joining me to discuss, he is Jennerstown GM Bill Rebar. Bill, thank you for spending some time to be with us.
Thanks for stopping by today.
All right, Bill. So, can you maybe go through what you and your staff do during the off season as you guys are gearing up for the season?
And from all of us at Jennerstown Speedway, from the fans to the drivers to the officials and the workers, we want to thank all of you for making the 2020 season a spectacular one. We wish you nothing but the best in the off-season, and we hope to see you right back here in 2021. Hello, friends and fellow neighbors, and welcome back to another edition of Live Like Fred. As always, I'm Colton DeBiase, and today I am joined by somebody who has been on the program before, and you know him as Mr. Speedy Delivery. Mr. David Newell is joining us once again. David, thank you so much for coming back on to the program.
Thanks for inviting me, and I should say, Speedy Delivery. That is a special design, and it was given to me right before the program. So, Speedy Delivery.
Speedy Delivery.
Thank you very much, Cole.
All right, no problem, David. All right. Ever since 2010, the city of Pittsburgh has participated in the Polar Plunge. It requires you to have a lot of guts, but it is totally worth it because it all goes towards a great cause. The Pittsburgh Polar Plunge was a day where hundreds of people from all ages gathered in support of the Special Olympics of Pennsylvania. According to Classy.org, the plunge raised over $576.3 thousand, exceeding its original goal of just raising $500,000.
And it supports the nearly 20,000 athletes in the state of Pennsylvania so that they can receive free training across the state.
According to SpecialOlympicsPA.org, individuals who make a donation of $50 or more can climb up that ladder and jump into this pool with temperatures that most people wouldn't even dare to get close to. But the question is all this safe?
For individuals that are young and healthy, it may not be much of an issue. But especially for older individuals that have medical problems, it can be quite a stress on the body, especially for the heart and lungs.
According to the American Council of Science and Health, a risk of the plunge is your heart can be strained from pumping blood. You can also experience cold shock, which can be very dangerous to your body. Yalman insists the plunge is completely safe for the participants, and there is help on site if anything goes wrong.
So we have water rescue and EMS on site. They are in the water with the plungers every year, and we have an ambulance on site in case someone needed assistance.
The plunge is set to return right outside of Heinz Field next year, with a date and time to be announced in the near future. Reporting outside of Heinz Field in downtown Pittsburgh, this is Colton DeBiase for Point News. We are all friends as college students, but we also have to compete with each other for internships and jobs as well. That is why events like this happen on Point Park's campus, where you need to dress for success and bring a lot of these with you.
Point Park's Career Readiness Center hosted its annual job and internship fair last week in the Student Center gym. It has been a vital stepping stone for students who are looking for internships and jobs.
You have the opportunity to engage with recruiters one-on-one and oftentimes even hiring managers one-on-one to have that conversation. Some of them are getting interviews on the spot. Some of them are finding themselves being invited to come back to the company headquarters for interviews.
According to AffordableCollegesOnline.org, some ways to prepare are to research employers who will be there and prepare at least 10 copies of your resume while keeping them organized when you're walking around.
You want to make sure that you're carrying them in a folder or a portfolio in an organized fashion. You don't want to bring just a pile of resumes that are going to get mixed in with all of the other papers that you're picking up from that career fair from employer tables as well.
According to themoose.com, another way to impress employers is don't be shy. Just make sure to smile, make good eye contact with a firm handshake, and make sure to practice your all-important elevator pitch.
But I would advise them to practice because it would make them feel more comfortable approaching employers. So if it's something that it's almost a memorized presentation of who they are, they may feel more comfortable approaching a variety of employers.
If you're a student on campus who is in need of career assistance, make sure to contact the Point Park Professional Career Readiness Center. Reporting from the Student Center gym, this is Colton DeBiase for Point News. Seems, Kevin, that the Pioneers had all the momentum in that first quarter and halfway through the second half, but WVU Tech ended on a good note. They ended on a 6-0 run, and they only need 8 points to tie this game back up, which is something that they can do if they have shots that could go their way, because it seems like they had some good scoring opportunities, but it's just...
Yeah, they're getting plenty of shots. They got 40 attempts.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the broadcast as we bring you this edition of Point Park Women's Basketball on the Point Park Sports Network, presented by Stretch Internet. We got a thrilling matchup for you tonight as the Point Park Pioneers prepare to take on the WVU Tech Golden Bears. And hello, everyone. As always, welcome to the broadcast as we bring you to the score decks. I am Colton DeBiase. This is the first game that the Pioneers are playing since last Thursday, in which they annihilated Carlo 82-61. And this Golden Bears team is actually coming off a game against Carlo of their own, in which the score says it for itself. They won 99-36. As this is the first time these two teams are meeting in 366 days. February 15th of 2020 was the last time these two teams met over at CCAC Allegheny. And the Pioneers are riding a 3-game losing streak against these Golden Bears, with the last win coming on December 8th, 2018, 61-59, in which Michelle Burns, who was a senior, now she was a sophomore at the time, she made a game-winning shot with 3 seconds to go to give the Pioneers the win, as they hope to break that losing streak that they have against the Golden Bears, who, not to mention, are the defending River States Conference regular season champions, as the Golden Bears are currently 8-7 overall this season, and they have 1 loss in RSC play. That was against Rio Grande, and the Pioneers are looking to add to their win total and to stay above 500, as they are currently 5-3 at the moment. In downtown Pittsburgh, as it is the men's turn, as the Pioneers will be facing the WVU Tech Golden Bears. Hello, everyone, and as always, welcome again to broadcast number 2 on the night. I am Colton DeBiase. Now, these two teams have met already, and it was only 3 days ago, as the Golden Bears did get a 20-point win over the Pioneers with a final score of 87-67. And also, the Pioneers are riding a 8-game losing streak against the Golden Bears, with the last win coming on December 3rd, 2016. But there's a silver lining because the women's team just played. They broke a 3-game losing streak against the Golden Bears, and the question is, can the Pioneers do it today? We will find out. Red shirt or not, as the Pioneers are preparing to take on their neighbors from Oakland. They are inner city rival, the Carlos Celtics. Hello, everybody, and as always, welcome to the broadcast. I'm Colton DeBiase. If you can't see me, I am waving my hand to all of you great folks at home. We thank you so much for joining us. So, this isn't a playoff game, but the Pioneers need to treat it like a playoff game. And that is because this match here tonight will be a River States Conference playoff qualifier. Whoever wins this match will advance to the RSC playoffs, as the Pioneers are trying to keep, their 11-year playoff streak alive. And it all comes down to tonight. And Carlo, who have struggled over the past few years, are trying to get back into the conference playoffs for the first time since 2014. So one streak will be broken tonight, and one will be terminated. So Adams is 7-14 from the line, and she misses it. And it is taken by the Pioneers. 44 seconds left. Burns is going to lead it up. They need a 3. Burns looking for space. She gives it off for Kushner, who will try for the tie, and she drills it! Taylor Kushner ties the game! 32.4 to go! Shafina for James, and now it's Callaway. 14 to shoot. Pioneers need to hurry. And Shafino again, now out for James. James above the arc, gets it for Callaway. Thought about taking it for 3. 5 to shoot, kicking it out into the baseline for Shafino, and it is stolen away from Tadic. Here's Tadic on the near side. Ryle Grant holds. Here's Schull, one-on-one with Callaway. Kicking it out, and Schreider's going to try another 3 from the straightaway, and it goes in again. And that is going to be a travel violation against the Golden Bears. You can hear Coach Gredick over here calling for it. And the Pioneers, up by 3, will have a chance to get it. The 2 possessions with 2:20 left to go in the first quarter. Here's Michelle Burns, who would try for 3, the bottom! Michelle Burns gets her second tray of the night. And it's now 12-6. Back above the arc for McHenry. Hands it off for Shafia now, and now Alves for 3. In and out, McHenry with the rebound, went right into his hands. Here's Callaway. Callaway gets below the arc, now kicks it back out for Alves. Alves in for James. 11 to shoot for the Pioneers. Shafino will take it for 3. The bottom! Sharon Shafino. Pioneers on fire tonight. It is 19-4. And there comes the Bears, and that was denied. Work with the shot. And here's McHenry. He has to retreat to get it, and now it's James. James at the elbow. Back for McHenry at the straightaway. Now it's Dougie Alves on the far side front court. He gets it for Callaway. 15 to shoot for the Pioneers. Now 10. Callaway one-handed pass. McHenry for 3. That was off of the mark, and the rebound is taken by Work for the Bears. And here's Scruggs into the corner. Now Scruggs will take it for 3, and it rolled around the rim, and Work gets the rebound for the Bears. So that's an offensive rebound. And there's a spinner around by down low, and the shot is missed. That was taken by number 30. That's Philip Mullins. Here's Dougie Alves. One-on-one with Johnson. Alves looking for a place to get it. He has to regain the ball. And here's Alves, and there was a poke in. And the foul is going to go against Scruggs. going to be an inbound on the far side front court for the Pioneers. Now the officials are saying it's going to be below the basket. Callaway to inbound. Loves it for McHenry. Shafino's wide open, but that is stolen away by Hayes. Here he comes. And it looks like Hayes might go to the line, and he will. And it's going to be against Dougie Alves. That's his first. And now Javante Hayes going to the line for the first time today, and the second time for the team. Tamon Scruggs was the last one. He was perfect on his set, and to keep the streak going, that eliminates a 4-0 run by the Pioneers. But the Golden Bears still down by 14 and make it 13. Off of the 2 free throws from Scruggs, he adds to his total with 4. Xavier Prince enters into the game, and he gets it off of Callaway. Bounce pass to McHenry above the arc. Ball is loose, and here comes Scruggs. Scruggs gets past Prince and too much power, but picking up the loose change is Haley. And the Bears get their second shot from the field tonight. There's Callaway. On the far side wing, he gets a pick from Prince, and the Bears will have it. It's going to be Xavier Prince with the foul. Looks like it was a block. And that's his first. And a 30-second timeout is going to be called by Coach Lewandowski. As the lead is back to 9. No, excuse me, it's actually back to 11. As the Golden Bears are now off with a 3-0 run with two free throws made by Javante Hayes, and then a offensive rebound picked up into the basket. And that's from Thomas Haley. As we're 3:03 away from the halfway point, and the Pioneers with 19 and the Golden Bears with 8. Golden Bears attempting to chip away at the Pioneers' lead. It's going to be Scruggs leading it up. Scruggs one-on-one with James. Scruggs keeps it on the baseline. He falls down, and it goes right into the hands of Callaway. Scruggs had to get rid of it, or he would have been called for a travel. And here's James near the elbow, in and out, and jumping for the rebound is Work. Here's Work, one-on-one with Prince. Now it's Johnson. He thought about taking it. He keeps it. Now he gives it in for Hayes. Hayes directing traffic from the corner. Now gets it into the paint. One-handed pass. Hayes for 3. In and out. And excuse me, that was actually Work. And here comes Hayes for 3 this time, and he misses it. But he gets his own rebound. The ball is loose, and it is picked up by Xavier Prince. But it was poked away. McHenry got it, and here come the Pioneers quickly. Here's Shafino back for Callaway. Long 3. That was so close. Scruggs with the rebound for WVU Tech. And here they come back in transition. Work. Bullet pass in the backhand. Shot was taken by Haley. And the shot is not going to count. Pioneers will keep it. And with 12 minutes exactly left to go in this first half, we are going to get our first media timeout of the day, so we will be back shortly. Pioneers with 19 and the Golden Bears with 8.
McGuire chasing down for it on the far side. That is an onside play. She'll take it into the corner.
Gives it over to the middle, and this game is tied! Noah McGuire with the shot on the far side. Pioneers tie it up. Noah McGuire with a far shot on the far side. Underwood with the diving attempt was unsuccessful, and just like that, this game is tied 3-3. You're the Pioneers. If you want any chance of getting back into this game, a goal before the half would be nice. And to Bell. Bell keeps it in bounds, trying to get in a wide open net, and it is stopped on the way by Gannon. What a save by Drycorn! The Pioneers had a wide open net. And oh my goodness, Pedro Drycorn was pulling double duty as he was the goalkeeper there as he got it out of play. Gives it back for Roos, I believe. And here comes Heritier. Heritier trying to find the angle, and he scores! And a header by Adrian. Trying to be taken by Beck. Beck gives it back off for Hines, and Hines can't keep it in bounds. Throw-in from Wolfenbarger. Header by Boyd. Wolfenbarger with it again. And Boyd is going to try to race down for it along with Valeri. And Valeri smartly keeps it out.
Wasn't a trailblazer around? You could have just walked down and let that go out there if you're the Pioneers.
As it was just picked up by Serlin, who will go back into the net. See if she decides to kick it short or deep. She winds up. She's moving her hands, saying that she might be kicking it deep, and that's what she does, as it was meant for Gillett on the far side. But now the Blazers get it in. And here's Hines for the Blazers. She fires, and Serlin makes the grab. Serlin kicks it high. Hunt trying to gain control. As Hunt tried to get it off for Guzma, couldn't find a good angle. She was being guarded by Buckley. Buckley with the throw-in for Wolfenbarger. Now Buckley with it again. And that's going to be stolen away from Nolan McGuire. Couldn't advance the ball. Instead, she has to get it back, and now it was touched by Peterson. And now Bailey Boyd racing back for it with Hines. Hines trying to look for an angle there, and Goldstrom trying to block it off. As Hines gives it back for Boyd, I beg your pardon. And it is Serlin there. She has to kick it out as some Blazers were trying to go on the attack right in the box. And now Beck gives it across for McGuire. McGuire, who had a goal last week against Midway, gives it off for Aguzma. Aguzma now to the far side for Boback. Boback advancing it up. Try to get it into the corner for Gillett, and it rolls out. Stakes are running high for the Blazers as they only have 15 minutes to get this game tied again.
And if you're the Blazers, you gotta think we're going into this half leading, beating the Pioneers here. How can we let this happen? How can we let them score two unanswered like that?
And not to mention the Blazers trying to get their first RSC win of the season. As Beck gives it off for McGuire, as she tried to give it back to Beck. Edwards got a foot on it, and now the Pioneers keep it in. As Adrian tried to fire, it was blocked by the Blazers. Adrian with it again. Gives it off for McGuire. Now over for Hunt. Hunt into the middle for McGuire, and it was touched by Holstein. And now Hunt into the corner again. Hunt keeps it in bounds. Off for Adrian. Back for Hunt. Tried to get it off for Beck. It was too far. And now Beck gives it off for the defenders behind her. As Valeri gives it off for Beck, who just gives it off for Boyd. Boyd now off for Hines. Hines now over for McGuire. McGuire can't get past any waves, and now she has to give it off for Hunt. Hunt off for Beck. Beck trying to get in with it. As the Blazers try to knock down the angle, that was Edwards, and the Blazers will take the possession away.
Something that's definitely changed for the Pioneers, they've been a lot quicker and a lot more decisive with the decisions that they're making, forcing the Trailblazers to adapt to what they're doing, which was not the case in that first half.
As Wolfenbarger tried to get it off into the middle for Hines. Now LaFontaine gets it in, and now Hardy. Hardy back in. Wolfenbarger has to race down for this. This will go into the Pioneers' end if it goes out of bounds, and that's the way it is. If the Blazers want any chance, they have to put the offensive pressure on now. Throw in by Hines. For McGuire. McGuire advances it up for Aguzma. Aguzma back for Beck. Beck and now up front for Hunt. He gives it back for Hines. Hines gives it back even farther for Boyd. And Boyd across for Valeri. Valeri just dumps it off for Boback, who gives it back for Valeri. Valeri sliding it across for Beck. Stolen by LaFontaine. Now Wolfenbarger. Gives it back for LaFontaine, who has to give it back for Buckley. Right into the feet of Beck. Beck advances it up there and tried to give it off for Hunt. And smart move by Hunt, because it looks like more than likely she would have been offside if she would have tried to play the ball. 12 minutes left to go. Blazers need a goal to tie. As Valeri just kicks it off. Blazers keep it in. Nice job by Hines. Hines off for LaFontaine, so it was taken by Beck, and the whistles blow. Some subs are coming on for both teams. And Blazers will regain possession. See if they will get a kick. And they just resume play. As LaFontaine kicks it into the corner, we'll see if a corner kick is on the way, and that's the case. So it is in, and a header is too far. Still in play, however. As Hunt thought that it was last touched by somebody on the Blazers, and instead, another corner kick on the way. Kicking by LaFontaine. As that's a short kick, and that one goes out of bounds. And the subs come on for the Blazers. And
Pioneers got one as well here.
there's one for the Pioneers, and that will be Amy Packard entering into the game once again. Long kick from Sterling. Stolen by the Blazers. Brenly off for Peterson. Peterson on the far side, guarded by Gillett. Peterson gets past Gillett. Tries to fire it into the box. And nice shot by Boba trying to get that away. Blazers trying to get it into the corner, and it is grabbed by Sterling. Now under 3 digits left to go. Past the 10-minute mark. Pioneers trying to put this game away, and the Blazers looking for the equalizer. And now Hines off for McGuire. McGuire off for Packard. That's an onside play, but Packard can't find an angle. She tried to get it over to the middle, and it is blocked by Buckley. And we'll see what the officials call.
Looks like they're saying it goes to the Pioneers.
And that would be against the Blazers. It might be, and for a second I thought it was going to be a penalty shot, but that is not the case. It is going to be a corner kick instead from Boback. Pioneers trying to put the game away. They can do it here with a corner kick. Kick from Boback. into the middle. Header! And the Pioneers are up 3-1. And the goal will go for Athena Beck, the freshman, all the way out from the west coast of California. And with 9 minutes left, the Blazers are down by 2. Monica gets it over, first touch by Hallgood. Monica touches it again. Pioneers get it over. McClanahan with the first touch, and now Olay on the other side there. Castelli gets it over. Now Hallgood setting it up on the near side, blocked by the Pioneers. And the Bears keep it alive. Bird sets it up for Olay, touched by LaMonica. And now Lincoln for Sima, went right to Hallgood. Bears get it over again. Now Lincoln, far side for Contois. Bird saves it. McClanahan gets it over for Olay. Now Castelli can't get it, and neither can LaMonica. Pioneers have to get this over, and they do. Bird has it now, and play still alive. LaMonica gets it over there, saved by Hallgood. Olay with the touch. Now Lincoln. Now Castelli. LaMonica gets it over there. Hallgood saves it. And Olay is able to get it over. Now Lincoln near side for Simon. Hallgood saves it again, and it goes out of bounds, and the Pioneers take the lead. Whew. I can catch my breath again, folks. Pioneers up 15-14. So Taylor Gant will enter in for the Celtics, and she will serve it away as well. The senior from Springdale leads it off. It was right to Castelli. And a bullet from Madison Sima, who buries it down, and the Pioneers add another. Gank gets it over. Wallace now for Rozier with the bullet. That is touched there. It hits the ceiling. And the Celtics get it over in time. Wallace near side for Sima. That is going to be right on the line. And the ladies in green will take set number 1. Southeast will lead it. Lincoln serving it for Contois, blocked in front by Oregon and Malone. Grenadiers up 3-1. Sipe serves it. Save, which goes over for the Pioneers. They keep it alive though. Oregon with the bullet, and it can't be stopped by Castelli. And that is going to hit the net. So the Pioneers will be credited with the point. LaMonica gets it over. Oregon loves it up. And that needs to be saved, and it can't be saved by Lincoln. Over by Oregon. LaMonica with the first touch. Now it's Lincoln over for Saiba with the bullet, saved by Berman. Saib setting it up there, stopped by Leppert. Here we go again there. That is going to hit the net, and it will go in favor of the Pioneers. Castelli gets it over there, met by Berman. Saib sending it up for Nicholas. That is going to hit the ceiling there. Saima with the love. And that was touched at the last second by Rozier, trying to make her case that it is going in her way, and it will. Pioneers credited with the point, and the lead for the Grenadiers is down to 1. Caselli will serve it again. Nicholas setting it up. Seib now knocked back to Nicholas, stopped by Lippert. As Seib now on the far side for Stollard. And the Grenadiers will be credited with the point this time around. Berman getting it over. And now Lankin. Rozier with the love, and a diving attempt by Oregon is no good. And the Pioneers now down by 1.
Timeout, IU Southeast. The first timeout.
And the Grenadiers are going to take a timeout. And now that we are waiting, let's get you updated on some stats, as the Grenadiers have 28 kills. Pioneers have 22 assists for IU Southeast. Pioneers with 18. 25 digs for IU Southeast, and 24 for the Pioneers. And aces are 4-2 in favor of the Grenadiers. Play is going to resume as Coach Eric Bryan was talking to his ladies, as play is now resuming with Elise Wallace leading it off. Goes to Oregon. And now Seib, and that can't be saved by Stollard as it hit the net on the way. And set number 3 is tied. Seib setting it up for Nicholas there. Castelli with the first touch, now Wallace, and it has to be get over by Saima. That was saved by Berman. And blocked in front by Miller, but it went to the other side of the line. As Castelli with the first touch. Wallace, far side for Miller there, last touch by Sight. So the back and forth action is going to continue here in set number 3. 14 points total, but it is 7-7. And that is going to be, and that is a dig by Oregon there, but it could not be saved by Nicholas. And the Pioneers take the lead. Over by Chevelle. First touch by Oregon. And Vogel got it over. Now Wallace lobs it for Miller, saved by the Grenadiers. Nicholas getting it over there, and a diving attempt by Chevelle goes nowhere. And the Grenadiers tie it up. As it is over by Schreimbra. Wallace setting it up for Rozier, who fires it. That was blocked in front by the Grenadiers. Pioneers keep it alive, however. Contois getting it over there. However, Sipe setting it up for Vogel. And a bullet by Contois. Saved by the Grenadiers. Oregon gets it, but she cannot get it to the other side. And the Pioneers take the lead again. Rozier serves it away. And that is a quick turnover by Sipe there. Miller for Jones, who gets it over there. That is going to be right on the line and just out. Nice attempt, though, by Abby Miller, and Jada Jones getting it over just in time. It just went to the other side of the line. Eisenbach will serve it away for the Grenadiers. All tied up at 9. Wallace, now Contois again, stopped by the Grenadiers up front. Malone, I believe, was the first to get a hand on it. And IU Southeast in double digits. Eisenbach serves it again. Contois was the first touch. Now Wallace, far side for Miller. And Oregon gets it, but it was last touched by Wallace. It just went right to her. That was going out of bounds. Wallace was just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and it is now 11-9. Eisenbach serves it again. Contois with the first touch, and Caselli getting it over just in time. Side, now far side are the Grenadiers. Jones, Wallace setting it up, and play is going to be stopped, and the Grenadiers with another. Eisenbach, lead serve. Wallace, love for Jones, saved by Oregon. Side back to Oregon now, and it hits the net. And the officials roll his hands. That means subs are coming on again. There's some confusion right here at the score decks for who is supposed to go in for the Pioneers as things get quiet now. As Chrissy Leppert and Star Lincoln will come back into the game. As Lincoln is waiting for the green light to serve this away, and she gets it now, and that is going to be right on the line, on error. By Star Lincoln, who just entered into the game. And Hannah Sipe is back to serve for the Grenadiers. It goes over. Lincoln. Jones stopped in front by Malone, and it can't be saved by Contois. So Sipe will serve it again. It goes over, dig by Castelli, and Contois trying to get the kill. It is saved by Sipe, though, and it's Berman getting it. Now, it was Ballard. Far side for Contois, saved by Shimbra. And that is going to be right on the line, and the Pioneers will gain another point. (14-11) is the score now. Pioneers trying to gain some momentum. LaMonica serves it away. As that was touched by Jones. And it's still alive there. Simon with the bullet right at the edge of the line. Pioneers get another.
Connors to his left. Roethlisberger in the shotgun. One receiver to the left, two to the right. And it's going to be a draw for Connor, who's going to try to take it near the left hash. And he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, +1. That'll be a gain of 6. Ben is going to take the snap, and he looks to throw. And he's going to fire it, and it is caught by Washington, who spins his way to the 40-yard line in Cleveland territory. He's looking. He dropped back deep, and he's going to fire over the middle, and it's going to be caught for the first down. It's Njoku. He stays on his feet, and he's down at the 46. The completion the Browns needed, and they're not done yet trying to get points before the first half, but can they do it as we've reached the 2-minute warning? Chiefs 16, Browns 3, but the Browns are knocking on the door. Baker's going to take the snap, and he's going to look. Chiefs bringing pressure. Baker has to get out as the pocket collapses, and he throws on the run, and it's picked off by the Chiefs. It's Matthew. Matthew stays on his feet, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Baker takes a snap, and he's going to try Chubb again, and he's going to try the right side, and he's going to bulldoze his way, and he stays on his feet for the first down. It looked like he was going to be tackled, but Nick Chubb stayed on his feet as he had an angle of the right side, and that's going to be another first down for Cleveland as they're finally getting the plays they need on the ground. Browns down by 3 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and a field goal. So Baker lining up under center. Chubb is in the backfield. Baker takes a snap. He's going to fake it to Chubb, and he's going to look towards the end zone near the corner, and it's going to be caught by Jarvis Landry for the Browns touchdown. Number 80 from LSU with a 4-yard reception, and the Browns finally get into the touchdown column. And with the field goal pending, they'll be down by 9. Clock continues the roll, almost at the 12-minute mark left to go. Baker is going to go under center, and that's a long 2 yards if you're the Browns. So Baker under center, and they're going to snap it. Baker looks to throw. Chiefs bring pressure, and it is going to be caught for the first down. It's Hooper. He's tackled at the 8. And that's where they will mark him, as it is at the 26 for Cleveland. Baker takes a snap, and he's going to look to throw again. And he's going to fire over the middle, and it's going to be caught wide open, and reaching for the pylon. The ball went out of bounds. It's Higgins. And that is going to be a touchback for the Chiefs. Rashard Higgins tried to dive forward for the touchdown, but he lost the ball, and it went out in the back of the end zone. Reed Sorensen made the tackle for the Chiefs. And I'm not sure if they're going to review this, but as it stands right now, the Chiefs with the first turnover of the game for both teams. And let's see what the refs say. A 3rd and 10 here as Mahomes takes a snap from the shotgun, and it's going to be a dump off for Williams. And getting right there is the Browns defense. That was Adrian Claiborne coming up, and that is going to be a loss of about 3 for the Chiefs. And Harrison Buckner will come on to attempt a field goal. He takes a snap, and it's going to be a pitch out to number 17 for the Chiefs. And he has some running room down the near sideline, and he still stays on his feet, and that is going to be a huge gain down at the 30-yard line in Cleveland territory. That is McCole Hardman. And a huge gain on a 2nd and 10 for Kansas City. And they have one more timeout in their pocket if Andy Reid decides to use it. So they're at the 26 in the red zone. Mahomes is in the backfield. He takes a snap. He's looking, and he's going to go back deep. And there's a flag down. This is going to be a free play. It's going to be caught by Hill at the 20. And he shimmy shakes his way down to the 10-yard line. The Browns have already converted 2 third downs on this drive. They're at the 15. Baker is in the shotgun with Hunt to his left. Mayfield takes a snap, and he's going to look to throw, and he's going to get it out quick for Landry, who has the catch, but he is not going to have enough for the first down. He was about 2 to 3 yards short. Henne fakes it for Williams, and Henne looks to throw, and he's going to throw it towards the end zone, and it's intercepted! Intercepted in the end zone by the Browns! It's Carl Joseph! And with 8 minutes left to go, the Browns will have a chance to take the lead. The first interception of the season for Chad Henne comes up big for Cleveland as Carl Joseph, the 5-year man out of West Virginia, undercut the route, and Baker Mayfield will have a chance to get the Browns up front. We will be right back. Kansas City 22, Browns 17, with Cleveland starting at the 25. Brady is lined up in the shotgun with Leonard Fournette to his left side. Brady motions Goodwin to the far side. Brady takes a snap from the shotgun. Chiefs only rush 4, but they get to him anyway. the first sack of the game recorded by that Chiefs front. It is Okafor and Clark who came up with the pressure on Brady, and they get the sack, and the Bucs are going to have to punt for the second time today. The 47 for the first down, so the Chiefs right at midfield. Mahomes is in the shotgun with Clyde Edwards-Helaire to his left. Mahomes takes the snap. He's going to look to throw. Tampa rushes 4. Mahomes steps up in the pocket. Now he has to get out. He's going to scramble on the near side, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage on the far sideline out near the 50. And let's see where they mark him. I believe he got around 2 yards on the gain. As the Chiefs are going to be close to midfield, they are going to be marked at the 38-yard line to begin this drive, 12 yards to midfield as Mahomes lines up under center with Edwards-Helaire in the backfield. He is going to motion Kelsey. Mahomes takes a snap, and it's going to be a pitch for Tyreek Hill. He is behind the line of scrimmage, and he now gets in front of it, and he gets a gain of 8 on the play. So at the 24, Brady takes a snap, and he's going to hand it off to Fournette, who stays on his feet. Leonard Fournette trying the far side, and he gets the first down as he was able to jump off of a blocker at the line of scrimmage, and he was able to bounce outside to pick up the first down. And it looks like the Bucs are going to be marked at around the 14-yard line. As a quick pass is going to be a play action for around the 35, and it's going to be caught over the middle by Mike Evans. Evans trying to squirm his way. He's down at the 6. It's going to be first and goal for Tampa Bay with a chance to go up 2 possessions. As Evans caught it at around the 20-yard line, Breeland was in coverage, and Evans was knocked out at the 6-yard line. Reed Sorensen was the one who ran him down, and then Breeland got him out of bounds, so Tom Brady and company at the 6-yard line with a chance to go up 2 possessions in Super Bowl 55. Brady is going to line up under center. And he is going to take a timeout. He had Jones in the backfield as he just ran out of time getting up to the line of scrimmage and snapping the ball. Then we get our first timeout of the game. And the Chiefs are just going to reset. They're at the 1-yard line. And Patrick Mahomes is going to line up in the shotgun. Here's Williams to his left. Mahomes trying to get out of the end zone. He takes a snap. He's looking, and he slings it over the middle for Tyreek Hill, who has it, and he's trying to get some room. He has the first down and more. He's down at the 15-yard line. So it's going to be a 3rd and 4. Brady in the shotgun with Fournette to his right. He has 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Brady takes a snap. And he's going to look, and it's going to be bobbled up in the air, and it's picked off! It's Tyrann Mathieu picking it off as it was touched by Leonard Fournette, and it was up in the air, and Mathieu was there to make a pick, but there was a flag down. Tyrann Mathieu waving his arms, and this might be giving Tampa Bay a free first down. It's Tre'Davious Ward. And the first interception of the night is wiped away. Tre'Davious Ward was one-on-one with Mike Evans on the far sideline. Brady was not looking his way as he tried to dump it off for Fournette. So the Bucs have it at the 24. Brady's going to take the snap, and he's going to look the throw, and it's going to be a check down to Fournette right up the gut, and they got the first down with 10 seconds left to go. Brady wants to clock it. Tampa has a timeout in their pocket, and Arians is going to use it. On Thornhill, and Brady's going to snap this again. It's going to be Leonard Fournette. He's going to try the far sideline. He has some running room. He's inside the 10, the 5. Tampa has another touchdown. This Tampa Bay offense going to work on Kansas City with 7:45 left to go in the third. Leonard Fournette with a touchdown, and Tampa Bay has 27. And it hasn't worked out much in their favor. Kelsey has a few catches, but let's see what they do here. Mahomes is going to line up in the shotgun. He's going to motion Kelsey to the left side. Mahomes takes the snap, and he's going to look the throw over the middle. It's going to be caught by Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is in Tampa Bay territory, and he is tackled at around the 40-yard line. So a huge gain for that Kansas City offense. Sean Murphy-Bunting made the tackle on Tyreek Hill, and he dragged him down at around the 41-yard line. So the Chiefs are in Tampa Bay territory with 50 seconds left to go in the third.
Nobody was in the lines, but nonetheless, doesn't change anything. As Jesse Calloway leads it up for the Pioneers, still full court press, and now Farah with it at the wing. And he just hands it back off for Calloway, short corner, now driving in, gives it back for McHenry. Now into the corner for Calloway, he will try for a three, the bottom! Jesse Calloway with the first three for the Pioneers tonight, down now by 11. There's Xavier Prince, far side wing. Now he gives it in for Eddie Floor. Now Tony James back at the straightaway above the arc of Shafino. Shafino now has it near the foul line. He gives it back above the arc for Floor. Now off for Xavier Prince. 10 to shoot for the Pioneers. Eddie Floor has it at the straightaway. Eddie Floor is going to take it for three. The bottom! That's what the Pioneers needed. A three from Eddie Floor. And the lead is back to 4. But here's Wallace closing on in for Rio Grande. James is on him, applying penetration. Blevins is open. He has it above the arc, but he'll settle for 2, and he'll get it. Blevins has 7 on the night. The officials give Stowe the ball, and that's how it's going to be. It's going to be Jesse Calloway leaning it up the court. Pioneers trying to get the lead back. Straight away it's Stowe. Now left side pass for Shafino at the wing. Loving it for McHenry. High pass. McHenry is able to corral it, all 6'10 of them. And here's Jordan Stowe. He fakes a three from the corner. He lobs it for McHenry. McHenry, and that is too much. But McHenry grabs the rebound. He almost had it. Garrett McHenry almost got that rebound, but here comes Rio Grande back the other way quickly. Here's Wallace. He fakes a three, trying to get past Shafino. And McHenry jumps. And McHenry trying to make his case that wasn't a foul, but the official saw it the other way. McHenry has his third. And it's going to be an inbound below the baseline for the Pioneers. Here's Sharon Shafino on the near side perimeter. Now it's Tony James on the far side perimeter. Now it's Calloway at the straightaway. He speeds on in, and he's denied by Richardson. Jesse Calloway tried to go for the layup on the far side, and Richardson was right there for the rejection. But does that draw a foul? Yes, it does. Richardson with his first, and the first for the Red Storm today. Jesse Calloway is going to the line. The 5'10 junior from Virginia gets the first. Pioneers have 11, and Calloway gets his first points of the contest. Calloway is looking to make this a 12-point lead, and he missed it. It's short, and the rebound goes to the Red Storm. It was Donaldson on the rebound. Shaw leads it up one-on-one with Calloway between the logos. Bounce pass for Donaldson on the near side perimeter. And now he gets it near the foul line. Now he's into the far side box down low, back above the arc for Willis. Willis one-on-one with Alves, looking for a lane. He's at the foul line. 9 to shoot for the Red Storm. He gives it back. And Donaldson driving on in, gets past Tony James and drills it in off of the bank. Donaldson gets his first points of the game, and this is back to 2 points. Pioneers with 11, and Rio Grande with 9, but not so fast, as Sharon Shafino missed the layup, and it was a jump ball with Garrett McHenry for the Pioneers, and the Red Storm will get the ball back. 15:30 left to go in the first. And Rio Grande has not led so far today. But they're going to have an opportunity to change that with a three. But can they do it? It's going to be Willis getting it past half court. He's on the near side, one-on-one with Calloway. Willis still has the ball. He's now in the paint on the far side with the floater. It rolls around the basket, and there's a fight for the ball. And it's won by the Pioneers, but it was thrown away. Dougie Alves tried to keep it in bounds off of the tiptoe on the baseline of the offensive zone for Rio Grande, and he threw it away. It's going to be Show inbounding up below the baseline for Rio Grande. They'll have a fresh shot clock with 20. Show has it one-on-one with Alves, and now back out for Donaldson. Now into the right wing for Willis. Willis driving on in with Eddie Fleur on him. And now it's Mack at the foul line. He gives it back for Donaldson. 8 to shoot. Donaldson gives it for Shaw. Shaw in, and it's a loose ball, and Donaldson picks it back up above the arc, and Willis is going to try for 3, and he drills it. Rio Grande with the lead off of the 3 from Caleb Willis. And the Pioneers are playing from behind for the first time today, but only by 1 point. They have 11. Here's Tony James above the arc on the far side, now into the far side corner for Shafino. He gets it into the box on the one-hander, and the Pioneers get the lead back. Sharon Shafino already on fire tonight with 6 points, and it's 13-12 Pioneers. Here's Willis on the far side wing. Bounce passes it for Scholl in the short corner on the far side. Scholl one-on-one with Dougie Alves. Looking for someone to pass him. He gets it above the arc for Donaldson. He fakes it from James. He'll settle from 2, and it's short, and Willis gets the rebound and 1. Caleb Willis, right place at the right time for the rebound. And there's going to be a foul against the Pioneers. And Eddie Fleur is going to be called for the foul. That's his first today. And Rio Grande gets the lead back, but only by 1. But Caleb Willis, who already has 7 points tonight, will have a chance to make it 2. Rio Grande has 15. They're up by 2. Pioneers with 13. Point Park looking to respond. Far side, it's Prince, and now it's back to the far side front court for Dougie Alves, who gets it back at the straightaway, but he is at the edge of the logo. Dougie Alves with 16 to shoot. He left side passed it for James, and now it's Shafino. Off for Prince, and now loving it for Tony James in the short corner. It's in and out, but Garrett McHenry misses the rebound attempt, and it is picked up by Taylor Mack for Rio Grande. They'll have a chance to extend the lead right here. Willis on the near side front court, one-on-one with Dougie Alves. Willis still has the ball. He gets a pick from Mack, and now here is Blevins on the far side corner. He gets it into the short corner and kicks it back out for Lynn, and now it's Blevins, 7 to shoot. Blevins drilling it on the baseline. It rolls out, and there's a fight for the rebound, and it's won by Mack, and he gets it in off of the bank. Mack gets his first points of the game, and the Red Storm are up by 5. Excuse me, folks, they're up by 4. Pioneers with 13, Rio Grande with 17. Here's Xavier Prince. He gets it for McHenry at the foul line. Now straightaway 3 for Sharon Shafino, and it is off of the basket. And the rebound goes to Rio Grande. It's Willis on the near side, one-on-one with Dougie Alves. Rio Grande looking to add to the lead. Willis now in the paint. He gets off Dougie Alves, but the shot did not go through. And Dougie Alves was there for the rebound with Tony James. And here comes Dougie Alves on the far side at the front court. He gives it for James. And now into the baseline for Prince. Prince spins away, gets it back out for McHenry at the straightaway. And now it is Prince. Prince now for Shafino. And that is going to be a charge on Sharon Shafino. Rio Grande gets the ball again. That is the Pioneers' third foul, and it's the first for Sharon Shafino. And Coach Lewandowski is bringing in subs. Jordan Stowe will come into the game. Dougie Alves will go to the bench, and Jesse Calloway will enter into the game, and it's going to be Garrett McHenry leaving. And also, Coach Arrowood has also had a few bench players in. Leo Lynn is in right now, number 44. He's a freshman from Taipei, Taiwan. One of the 2 international players that the Red Storm have, along with Mickey Tadek, who is from Holland, but he is not playing today, as we mentioned earlier in the program. Donaldson is going to inbound. Sharon Shafino is right there. Pioneers are playing man-to-man as Willis. There's one-on-one with Callaway. Looks like there's a possession issue with the officials. Rio Grande has the ball, and instead Rio Grande is going to be called for a technical, And now Sharon Trefino will shoot two. First one misses. Nobody is around Trefino. And that was just a one-shot attempt, and Donaldson will get it to inbound, and he hands it off for Willis. Willis one-on-one with Callaway. Willis on the far side front court. He spins. He gives it for Lynn. Lynn at the baseline on the far side. Jordan Stowe is on him. Lynn trying to fight off Stowe. Lynn still has it, and he gets the shot off, and he can't keep it inbounds. So the Pioneers will have the opportunity to cut down to this lead off of the turnover by Rio Grande. Jesse Callaway will lead the ball. He's past half court. He is at the edge of the logo. Callaway directing traffic. Nobody is inside. Everyone is above the arc, and Tony James gives it off for Jesse Callaway. Callaway now for Shafino at the key. Shafino driving on inside with the one-hander, and a fingertips in. Sharon Shafino has 8. Pioneers with 15. Rio Grande with 17. Pioneers looking for a stop on defense to try to gain the lead again or tie. Here's Willis. Willis one-on-one with Callaway. Ball is loose, and it is picked up by Donaldson above the arc. Donaldson, Shafino is on him. Donaldson now at the elbow. He gets below to the left box, kicks it back out for Willis. Callaway still on him, 7 to shoot. Willis using the baseline. And did he step out of bounds, or did Jesse Callaway force him out? Callaway forced him out. That is the first foul on Callaway. And we are going to get a timeout on the floor. And I believe Coach Lewandowski called the timeout as we have 11:15 left to go in this semifinal game here at the Newt Oliver Arena in Rio Grande, Ohio. Pioneers started off strong, but Rio Grande continued the roll on back as they also jumped out to a 3-0 run. It was 17-13 at that point, and then the Pioneers got a point back from the field off of a layup by Sharon Shafino. And with 11:15 left to go, this is a close one, folks. It is 17-15 in favor of Rio Grande. And now let's take a look at how each team got here real quick, as IU Southeast was Rio Grande's opponent in the first round. Rio Grande won 80-68, and then in the quarterfinals, they defeated Midway 58-55. And as for the Pioneers, with the lottery getting the number 1 seed, they got a first round bye, and they beat Asbury by just 1 point. The final score was 71-70 as both teams go back to the court. So Shaw is going to inbound this in their offensive zone for Rio Grande below the baseline. Shaw lobs it for Blevins. Xavier Prince is on him. Blevins between the legs. Press, and Jordan Stowe steals it away, but there's a fight for the ball with Lynn and Stowe, and it is intercepted by Xavier Prince as Leo Lynn just threw it away. Here comes Xavier Prince trying to drive on inside, kicks it back out above the arc for Sharon Shafino. The ball is loose. He gives it back for Jordan Stowe. Now into the corner for Callaway. Callaway driving on inside. It rolls around, and this game's tied again. Jesse Callaway gets his first shot from the field today. This game is tied at 17 apiece as we approach the halfway mark of the first half. There's Shaw out for Lynn, now above the arc. On the near side, it's Willis. Willis now gets below the baseline, and he gets back out near the foul line. He reverses position, and he bounced past it. 7 to shoot for Rio Grande with Blevins, and he'll have to settle. And the settle is worth it, as Blevins gets his fourth. As Blevins has 4, and the Rio Grande retakes the lead. But here's Xavier Prince, and that's a travel violation. Prince tried to jump on in the paint, and Rio Grande with a chance to add to their lead again after the Pioneers tied. So here's Willis. Callaway is on him at the logo. Willis is at the far side front court, and he gets it over for Lynn. Lynn looking to try down low, and instead he gives it back for Shaw. Shaw with Shafino now driving on inside, and it's going to go with the Pioneers as Willis was on Callaway. Willis fell down on the far side corner. There was no call for the officials, and the Pioneers will have a chance to tie or take the lead again. Now Brad Keselowski and Kevin Harvick are getting a little separation. Seems to be about 2 to 3 car lengths back. Michael McDowell is behind Keselowski in 4th. Going into the back straightaway, nobody is making another line. Everyone is still single file. Coming up on 1 lap to go. Now Brad Keselowski's going to the inside of Kevin Harvick, and Michael McDowell is going to join him. Keselowski looking to the inside of his teammate. Michael McDowell goes to the outside. And now everyone's going to be fighting to get up front. 1 lap to go in the 2021 Daytona 500. Joey Logano is in first. Brad Keselowski is in second. And here comes Kevin Harvick racing up to the front with Bubba Wallace and Cole Custer behind him. Bubba Wallace is 1 lap down, so he was out of contention in this race. Here comes Austin Dillon in the back straightaway. Brad Keselowski is in second. Brad Keselowski trying to make a move on the outside, but not insist. But here comes Keselowski, and he spins out his teammate. Keselowski is into the wall, big wreck behind him. Chase Elliott goes to the inside of Michael McDowell, and the caution is going to come out. The caution is out, and it looks like Michael McDowell might win the Daytona 500. The caution came out, and that's how it's going to be. The first win in his career. Michael McDowell wins the Daytona 500 off of a crash in turn 3 as Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski made contact. The 2 Penske cars got them out of contention in this race, and oh my, a 13-year career. Michael McDowell gets his first win of his NASCAR Cup Series career in the Daytona 500. Roper going into turn 3. And now it's Ben Rose going to the inside behind his teammate Matt Crafton. But Ben Rose is getting some distance, but Sheldon Creed is gaining on him. 1 more lap to go. And hitting the wall is Corey Roper as he goes to the inside of Creed. Roper going for the lead going into turn 1. Ben Rose is behind him on the inside. Corey Roper, the sole leader at Daytona as we approach the back straightaway. Zane Smith is about 3 cars back on the outside. Ben Rose with Roper. Rhodes on the inside. He's at the bumper of Roper, and Austin Wayne himself spins on the back straightaway. However, we stay green. Corey Roper in that 04. Ben Rhodes behind him. Matt Crafton goes up the block. Zane Smith. Ben Rhodes is back in action. And we got some cars spinning going into the tryover as Ben Rose takes the lead to the line. And Ben Rose is going to get the win at Daytona. Jordan Addison is in second. Corey Roper in third. Ben Rose seemed like he got a few 100ths of a second as we got cars spinning around at the trioval. Thorspoke Motorsports with the win at Daytona. And Jordan Anderson is going to finish second at Daytona in the Truck Series for the 2nd year in a row.